be good.
All right, guys, now that we have the electrical done, I am ready to start working on the water system for the trailer. So what I have here is my freshwater tank. This is a 31-gallon tank, and my gray water is a 40-gallon, and that's gonna go underneath the trailer. This tank I got here locally in Wheat Ridge, Colorado from a company called the Metal Company. I had it custom made for all of my fittings. This is my drain here to drain the freshwater tank. I'm using Mega tape for this, which is the gray tape, which is good for gas and water. I like that, so I don't have to switch between using the yellow tape and the white or blue tape. So this is called Mega tape. Got it at Lowe's. I've used it on a lot of other connections, and it works really well. But this is my drain here. I got it spec'd to have this screw-in insert. We've got this one all taped up. It's gonna face down like this, and this tank's actually gonna go this way, like that, with this facing down. And then I'll have my pipe going through my floor and then out to my valve, to my drain valve with that. This is my vent here. I still need to tape that and thread tape that and screw it in. And then this is my fill inlet. So I've got a hose here. It's gonna connect to this with a clamp, and then it's gonna go to my fill inlet that I installed yesterday. So that's how that's hooked up. On the back here is where we're gonna have, this is my water outlet. So my pump is gonna be connected to this. Essentially, I've got a 90-degree fitting here that's gonna screw into that and kind of face to the side, and then my hose will come out and into my water pump, and then to my sinks and to the water heater. So I've got 4 connections on here, and I've got it set up to fit perfectly right here in the trailer. I'll show you how I'm gonna have it situated. Got it right here in the V, and you'll see later I've got my 3-compartment sink here that's gonna go right in front of it. So this is the pump I'm running here. It's made by C-Flow, and this is 110 volt. They also make 12 volts. So if you order one, make sure you get the right one for your system. I use the 12 volt one on my RV and really like it. They're super dependable pumps, and they've got a really nice rubber mount on the bottom to reduce the vibrations. These things vibrate like crazy, and if you mount it to the wall, it's gonna give you a lot of chatter and a lot of noise in your trailer. So I'm mounting it to the floor, and then my rubber flooring will also act as a vibration dampener going along with the rubber mount. So it's kind of a win-win there. But okay, so I set up my 3-compartment sink and mounted marked where my legs, the bases for the legs, go. So I've got a leg here and a leg here, and then I set up my water tank here the way I wanted it. I actually was hoping I could get it a little all the way up against the wall, but it runs right into my leg. So I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not gonna try to mount the leg on top of this or something. So it's not a big deal to move it out some. So I'm just gonna move it out here. And I've marked my hole, and I've got a hole saw bit here, and that's what I'm gonna use to cut the hole through the floor. And then we'll be able to rig up the pipe. So I'm gonna run that down to a 90. It's gonna go straight out to the edge of the trailer here, and then I've got a valve to use as a drain for the freshwater tank. So that's what we're doing. So before I just go straight in with the hole saw, I've got a much smaller bit here, and I'm gonna drill a pilot hole right in the center, just to make sure I'm not gonna hit any of my floor studs. So I don't want to drill a big hole in here and be right on one of the floor supports, because then I won't be able to run my pipe through there, and I'm not trying to mess with any of the floor supports. So I'm gonna drill a pilot hole, go under the trailer, make sure that we're good, and then I'll come back with the hole saw bit. So. All right, I didn't hit anything initially, but I'm gonna go under the trailer and make sure that we got enough room for the pipe. Okay, so there wasn't anything underneath the trailer interfering with this. It came out actually in a really good spot for us to run the drain pipe. So we're gonna go ahead and drill out this hole with the hole saw bit. So I was thinking about possibly using one of these Uni-Seal fittings. I haven't seen anybody use these for this, because usually they just cut a big old hole, drop their pipe in there, and then spray a bunch of foam. But I think this will give us a much nicer look. Is it necessary? Probably not, but I like the idea of having this completely sealed up rather than just a bunch of spray foam underneath my trailer. So that's what I'm gonna do. So actually what I decided to do is I went underneath the trailer and put that Uni-Fitting under there, underneath the trailer. And I'll add some sealant on the edge of that, so when I press it in there, it glues it to the bottom. But once I press my pipe through there, it makes a super tight seal with the pipe. So that should work. And then this drops down right on top of it, just perfectly. And I'll just run some silicone up here, and it should make it look really good, and then give us a nice seal. We don't have to worry about any kind of water or anything coming up from the road. And so that's how it looks with the Uni-Seal coming up from the bottom. And then that's our drain pipe. Time to cut another hole in the trailer. It's always exciting. We're gonna install the freshwater fill inlet here. It's got a fill hose and a vent hose that's gonna connect to it. And then this one locks and has a cap covering up the fill hose, so that prevents dirt and debris from coming in, and then the lock prevents people from tampering with it. So I don't know if the lock is required by my health department, but I know it is required by some, and the cover is required by the health department. So gotta have that on here. So with this one, it's got this essentially about a 4x3 square cutout on the back. So I've drawn a 4x3 cutout here, and I drilled a pilot hole just to make sure that we're all good on the inside, because the floor is actually 4 inches higher than the bottom of my trailer. So when I took a measurement on the inside, I had to add 4 inches to that, and then come out and measure from the bottom of the trailer up to get my center point here. So that's what I did. Drilled the pilot hole where the vent is gonna come out, and it's perfect. It's coming in a few inches above my freshwater tank and just below my sink, my 3-compartment sink. So the hose should go right in there. I'm putting it up here towards the front corner, because all of my plumbing and drain lines are going to be over here, so I want to leave room for that. So that's why I'm installing it here. And then once it's installed, it should be just about 1 inch from this seam. So I use this seam as a guide to line it up so it appears straight at least. I didn't want to put it on the front of my trailer because this is a plastic panel. It seems like it's kind of same unbreakable polycarb that they make the wall outlet covers with, so probably wouldn't be an issue. But I'd rather stick it over on the side than on the front, where it could get hit by road debris, or the water and mud splashing up from the back of my truck will be getting all over it. So I'm putting it over on the side. This is also where my RV has it, over on this side as well. So that's why we're installing it here. But I've got everything traced out, and I'm going to use an oscillating multi-tool to cut out our insert here, and we should be good. So actually, when I got this object, the inside is just nice. Alright, so this is what I did. I drilled, you can just cut all this out if you wanted, but my wall depth here is less than the depth of this, so I decided not to cut it out the necessary box in there. I just drilled out with a step bit for my 2 hoses to make sure I had enough room for them. And so you can see fits nice and flush. I checked the inside, put the hoses on, it's good to go. So I'm going to take some butyl tape, put it around here to seal this up, and then put my screws in here with some silicone to seal those up. And here's the shot of the water inlet on the side. Got the keys in there, but you can kind of see the placement on it. Goes to the trailer. There's the boy. Alexander. All right, that's where our freshwater drain comes out through our hole, and I've already put a 90 elbow on there. It's gonna come out to where our drain's gonna be located. This is just sitting here right now. So once I got that cut so it sits just behind the outside of the trailer, and then we'll be able to drain the freshwater tank with that. So all I've got to do to finish this up is glue our elbow up there, and then glue the gate valve on the end, and the freshwater tank will be done. Okay, so we've got our drain installed here. I'll drain the freshwater tank. I added a little brace here that we screwed to the frame of the trailer. That should help secure it as we're going down the road and it's bouncing around. So we've got this all glued in, and that goes up into the tank. So okay, here's a final look at the freshwater tank setup. I installed a bracket down here at the bottom to keep the tank secure. We've got the fill hole, the fill hose, and the vent coming in there and connecting to our tank on that side. And over here we've got our water pump. So that's where water's coming out of the tank into the pump, and then that pumps it into our water heater there, and then up into our sinks.